Today on Enlighten's book reading, Hung Like a Horse, Story and Illustrations by Bryan Lawrence. In this tale, you'll realize a very important fact. It doesn't matter how big or small, how long or how compact. The most important thing of all is being just big enough, and being a gent is number one before you should be rough. Okay. There once was a horse named Danny. His size was short and small, but all his brothers and all his friends grew up girthy and tall. Poor Danny. Though Dan was a small horse, he'd always uphold the law. When anyone would start acting up, he'd kick them in the jaw. Eventually, Danny was sheriff, and some hotheads came to town. They always wore blue sashes, and he'd always knock 'em down. The gang leader, Bob Roberts, was gigantic like no other. His head was huge, and after a feud, he killed Danny's brother. Now, my question is, why does he have a knife, and how did he stab him? Before his brother passed away, he promised Bob would hang. And with his 2 6-shooter guns, he brought down Bob's whole gang. Bob snuck into Danny's house and stole away his lady. He kidnapped her and slapped her mouth. That's when he gave her a baby. Bob went into hiding, but Dan knew just where he was. He knew that he smoked opium and he liked being high on drugs. Bob went to jail. The whole town cheered. The end of this disaster. The judge would say, "Tomorrow you'll hang. Good riddance, you goddamn bastard." You wouldn't believe what happened next. It's true, there was a reporter. "I'm twice your size, Bob." Last words, he cried. Dan said, "You're 6 feet shorter." He got the last word in. The end. Oh, look at that illustration. He's peeing on his grave. Poor Bob.